You are now listening to Shoot the Shit with your hosts, Shawnee Caulfield and Sal Licata. Enjoy the show. Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome to episode numero 90.
What? Numero 9?
I knew it was wrong and I said it anyway just to get
Yeah.
the reaction from you. It's episode 9, Sal. The clapping just came back for a quick second because the nervous twitch in my head. But yeah, man, this is Shawnee, your Major Mark's favorite Major Mark.
And hi, I'm Sal Licata. Yeah.
So, how's your week been, Sal? How's everything going?
Good. How about you? Haven't really heard from you much this week. You've been busy.
Yeah, man, it's been busy. The housing market, even though the rates have been high, people are still buying houses, man. You know,
is it time to buy or sell right now?
So when people say right now, so it's weird, right? There's always we're heading into a buyer's market. We just came from a seller's market,
right,
where everybody was getting bidding wars on their houses that they were selling, and the house prices were going sometimes 50 to 100,000 over the purchase price. You know, but now we're not seeing those bidding wars anymore because the rates are higher. So there's never a good or bad time to buy a house. It's just whenever you're ready, right? And what happens is, even if the rates are high at the moment you buy the house, when you go into a mortgage for 30 years, you can refinance that rate when the rates go back down. So that's what people do is, as long as they're okay with the monthly payment at the higher rate for now, they'll take the chance and do that and then refinance when the market gets better.
Yeah, it's always confusing to me because you think about buying, selling, and everybody's like, oh, right now you can't find anything. And then you think about if you sell, you're going to be screwed, not maximize. But if you're buying, because most people buy and sell, I would assume, or sell and buy. So that's the issue. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Sal. You're exactly right. Yeah.
All right. You got any follow-ups or what? What do we got?
Man, I got one follow-up. So I was in the kitchen, so I just wanted to show you exactly how the CM Punk figure is. See?
Yeah, I get it, because it's supposed to be right. You said the ice cream.
It's like the ice cream bar, you see? So it's like that. And then he actually has an ice cream bar in his hand, you see?
Yeah, can I tell you something? Not the figure, but the box, I think is stupid.
Yeah, I agree. Now that I'm looking at it more, and like, I agree. I think that they could have just simply done this at the bottom and keep that at the top.
Yeah,
and they would have got their look across. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just a weird. Now are they assuming that most people are going to open it up anyway and they don't care? But
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would think most people don't open it up, right? What would you say? Do you think?
I don't know. Is it geared toward kids playing with it or adult collectors? That particular one.
So, like, if you're asking me that question, I think it's for adult collectors. In my opinion, I've never seen a kid go to the wrestling aisle in any of these toy stores, like, you know, Walmart and all these stores around here, Target. I've never seen a kid in the toy aisle with me. It's always adults.
See, I feel. Yeah, I know. I understand that. But I do feel like they're supposed to be for kids playing with it. But that particular one might be more of a collector piece, I guess. I'm not familiar with CM Punk. I mean, I know who he is, but...
Yeah. I get it, for sure. Sal.
Screw him, because he's a bad guy anyway. I do have a follow-up from last week. Papa Bear Paul reached out to me via Facebook Messenger. And he wanted to relay a message to you. He said, Sal, can you tell Sean to save some puss for the rest of us? Not only is he a phenomenal dancer, but he can sing. So, I mean, you know, a little crass right there. But, yeah, you're a ladies' man, apparently, Sean.
Oh, man, I love Papa Bear. He was by my house the other day. He lives a couple blocks from me, not too far. And we were cracking up. He told me about the message that he sent, and he was like, I was just telling Sal, how I listened to the show, and I thanked him, and it means the world to us, for people that listen every week for these last 9 weeks. It really, even though I was laughing and everything, like I really appreciate people taking, 30, 45 minutes out of their day to listen to us,
Yeah, let's hope 30. I got the World Series to watch today, Sean.
Yeah, 30 today.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, so let's do it. So, all right, guys, so basically we're gonna restructure the show in a little way. There's gonna be 4 segments: follow up, basically
Facebook posts.
Yeah, Facebook posts, Twick this week in collecting, and ask us anything. And we're just gonna do it just like that, so we have a more cemented ground, into the podcast, and you guys can know what you're gonna get every week. So for my first steel post is this Hulk Hogan had a big signing this weekend, Sal, in Florida, and Chris Reardon posted this.
I know Chris. I bought some stuff off of him. I bought some LJNs from him during the pandemic. Good dude.
He had him sign his first grade picture.
Yeah, wear the Hulk shirt. Isn't that cool?
That is so cool. When I saw him post that, I literally was like, I have to save this. Like, this is amazing. Like,
I want to get into the Hogan stuff during this week in collecting, but yeah, that is a great picture from Chris. And it was a rare thing, I'm sure, right? A picture of him in whatever it was, 6th grade or whatever he said it was.
First grade, yeah.
First grade, there you go, 6 years old maybe. To have Hogan sign that, I think is really...
It's so cool. Yeah. It's like something different, and like you could actually like show it off. You could hang your first grade picture up, and you're like, who signed that? And you're like, hey, look, Hulk signed it.
Dude, so yeah, exactly right. Who signed it? Oh, Hulk Hogan himself.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Matthew Balk?
Yes, Matthew. He's I told you, he's the first major mark I ever met. He's the guy who made the Stone Cold belt.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize that was the same person. So you talk about the post, dude. This guy's got like
everybody.
It doesn't end. I know. I can't help but notice all his pictures with everybody.
After every episode, whoever we talk about, he messages me and sends me the pictures of him with the celebrity. Every episode, it's crazy. I love you, Maddie. You're a good brother. And
what the hell does he do that he can get around these wrestlers all the time?
So I think
famous people. It's not even just wrestlers. It's literally everybody.
I know. Well, I spent a good amount of time with him. He took me to NXT with my son when we were down there, because he goes to NXT every week.
Right.
And it's free. It's pretty amazing. It's free. And
you get any pics of like Jade Cargill or that?
No, that's Jade Cargill's AEW.
Oh, which one?
Thick. You thinking about Nikita? Yeah.
You went to NXT?
NXT.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it mixed up with AEW. Yeah, all right. And I have no idea. I couldn't name you somebody from NXT.
Nikita wasn't there when I was there. I didn't see her. It was like so depressing to me. But so like Matt was explaining to me, I said, like, how did you meet all these people? And I know he works in the hotel business, but he said he would go to like airports, he would go to their signings, and it's just amazing. Like these people, like there's more people like Marcus Brandon and Lucas Cacuccio, and like there's so many people that do the same thing in the group. And they it's funny, them and Matt go back and forth with like who they haven't met and who they did met. And like, I've never been that type of person to like, not saying it's a bad thing, but I never knew that there was that way that you could like find out where they're flying into and go see them and stuff.
Well, right. That's what I saw. A lot of them looked like they were in airports and stuff. He's got an obsession with it. I mean, that's his way of collecting, right?
Yeah.
I guess he's collecting the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, it's amazing. Like he has like young Rocky, but imagine seeing them when they're not popular yet, and then all of a sudden you see them take off. So like that's what I find like cool as a fan, you know, like 1 minute you see The Rock, and then that, you know, 6 months later he's the most famous person in the world.
Right, it's cool the come up where you see
what you get to see the stages of it. What, you know, like that's cool to me. You know,
I had one other post. You have another post that you wanted to get to?
No, I don't. That was the only post that I liked.
That I saw. Johnny Colacone. You familiar with him?
No.
So he posted in the group and said the set is complete now, waiting for Christmas Eve and to let these bad boys breathe. And it is a clip of
wow,
it's a box of all the original San Francisco toy makers figs that the boys are going to be doing the episode on, the Christmas episode this year. And I just thought that was so fucking cool to be able to do, because that's awesome. It's part of collecting, and you know you're going to get itchy for it when the boys do that.
When they do it,
yeah, and then have them all, and they're relatively inexpensive for the most part when you're talking about collecting old stuff. But I thought that's so cool. He gets it, because that's what you get. Everybody's going to be getting itchy for these things,
and their prices are going to go up, and then, yep.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. And I used to collect those a little bit too, and then I ended up selling them because there was no sentimental collection. I just started because of the boys originally. But now I'm going to get itchy again with this pod, with their Christmas pod, I'm sure.
Yep. Sounds good. You're going to see Sal posting anybody have some WCW toy makers?
Yeah, exactly.
But I 100% correct. This guy is totally ahead of the boat, because if it's me, I wouldn't even think about it until it comes out, and then it comes out, it's too late.
Too late.
I love that, like, forward thinking that some people have. You know.
Right. Well, he knew from experience, I'm sure, as you try to learn. If they're going to talk about it on the pod, you're screwed, because once they talk about it, everybody wants it and goes up.
Yeah. How about this? My friend Dean from Canada, Dean Scott, he got me this shirt. You could only get it. It was an AEW Toronto shirt, and you can't buy it online or anything. So you could only get this shirt in Toronto. So I had him get one for me. Because my family, I'm Irish, but I'm actually Newfie. I'm from Newfoundland, which is Canada. You know, when the potato famine happened, a lot of Irish people moved from Ireland into Canada, because the potatoes like started killing all the Irish people, so they migrated south, I guess. And
what I guess, what is this, a fucking history lesson? What are we talking about here? Western civilization we're going over now? Come on, Shawty.
I'm fucking dead. So yeah, so that was it for that. And I didn't really see it. I was looking for posts. I didn't really see that much going on this week, to be honest.
There was a couple other ones. There was one that I wanted to get to. It was somebody who was pissed off at a buyer or at a seller. He bought something. I wish I had the name, and I couldn't go back and find the post. I lost it. But I love when people do that. They buy something and they're not happy, and then they just put the dude on blast. And I forget. You probably saw it in the group.
Yeah, I probably saw it.
Last week.
Yeah.
Anyway, it happens quite a bit. But I love the back and forth and the drama. And you screwed me selling this, and then the seller tries to cover his ass. I love
no, that was Joey Hudson. So I know exactly what you're talking about. So Joey Hudson, thanks for reminding me. He paid to have.
Oh, right, and they lost his stuff, right?
Yes, so
his Diesel magazine.
Yes,
or whatever it was.
Good job, Sal. Yeah. So that's actually, I wanted to add that too. So basically, what happened was Joey sent in a magazine signed by Evan Nash,
right,
to get signed by Bret Hart, because it was a Bret Hart signing. So he sent it in.
To who? Who did he send it to?
Russell Lopresti.
Oh, okay, right. Russell Lopresti, another familiar name. I've seen the name.
So he sent it to, and Russell has been, you know, he has like his whole business, you know, around, like, he does like signings, you know. And what happened was Joey said, like, you know, he had not posted anything about it. And he hit me up and he was like, Shawnee, what do you think about this? You know? And I said, honestly, I don't, you know, I know that the guy's gonna make it right, but he lost your, like, bro. If you see his face in the actual picture when he's meeting Kevin Nash, he's so happy like to be there. So like him losing that magazine was huge to him, and I
don't. It's inexcusable. I don't care. And it is so right. And then the Bret Hart came back.
And then exactly the Bret Hart came back with the paint pen smeared, like, you know, like running out. And then I'm like, listen, I know Russell made it right. I get that, but like you can't lose somebody's item and then just say like, yeah, I'll give you a replacement for it, because no money will ever make that feeling back.
It is a risk. It is a risk that you take when you send something out like that, which is why he's doing that. But I want to know how, and I don't, do you know Russell or no?
I don't. And like I said, I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying the facts,
but I want to know, you know? I want to know how the fuck it's possible that somebody loses something like that.
Yeah.
Like, how was it possible? If it gets lost in the mail, I mean, shit happens, I guess. But the way that it was explained in that group, it did not seem to me.
He said that he like put it down. Yeah, yes. So he said,
and that's unacceptable. That is inexcusable. So I would be pissed off too.
It is, and really, he said he had no help or whatever. But and I understand that. But you gotta, and Bret was rushing or whatever. But you gotta, like, these are people's valuables. You know what I mean? Like Joey will never.
And never get it back. I respect that he tried to make it right. Right? Obviously, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah,
but
you gotta. It's business. Yeah. We all make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes at our jobs. It's something that happens, but
I don't know about me, but yes, you're right. Most people do make mistakes at their job. No, you're right. It does happen, but when you're talking about somebody's item that's in their mind precious, and the way that he explained it to me was careless. Like I said, that was where
the way I look at it is, if you put a magazine down, I want you to feel like it's your magazine you're putting down. You know what I mean? And that's my problem with it. So, all right. So do you have any other ones on posts?
No, that's it.
Okay. So that's it for Steel Posts. And we're going to do This Week in Collecting. I think we're going to talk to Bo about putting, Sal, about putting in, I'm speaking out loud, like the 4 segments and have it just come on the screen when we talk about it.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll do that. So
we gotta meet up at some point soon. I'm trying to work it in, Shawnee.
Yeah.
So I'm due for a toy hunt.
Let's do it.
Or fig hunt, whatever. I'm due for that, and I know we haven't met up yet. So at some point soon, we could try to do that and maybe just discuss some of those.
For sure, absolutely. We're just gonna keep getting better. So This Week in Collecting, guys. So I have a couple of items that I have here in front of me, which I really, really, really am happy about. So my friend Dean, who also sent me this shirt, he sent me all these old promos. Hold on.
Now, are those copies or no?
They're copies.
Okay, but still, that's cool as shit. I love those.
But the ones that he has is the originals.
Right.
Macho Man.
Oh, he has the originals of these?
He has the originals of these. Yeah.
And he sent you the copies. Still, the copies are cool.
And he sent me the copies. And like, look how young Macho is there.
Yeah. That's the LJN headband he's got going. That's the LJN puppy attire right there.
Like, I've never even seen some of these pictures, Sal. Have you seen some of these pictures?
No. Where are the Hogans?
and you know, like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I just found it like I just thought
now that Warrior I'm familiar with, the Macho and Elizabeth I'm familiar with. You're too young to remember. They used to have the wrestling magazine, WWF magazine, and they'd have the catalog, which was the best freaking thing ever as a kid. I remember looking through there. And then as an adult collector, I look back through those and then try to go get things that I always wanted. And I bought a bunch of posters, original posters from the warehouse. It's just cool stuff. I love those promos. Those are cool.
That's it. And then I got this custom made figure made.
Now, what the hell is that made of?
So it's everybody.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
It's so light, I can't even explain to you. Like, I can hold it with like one like finger. But like he attached. Not only did he like attach the two figures that it doesn't move, but it feels like a plaster, like, you know what I mean? Like a plaster, but it's hollow inside.
Now, if people are listening to this, they don't know what the fuck we are talking about here. But Seany's showing a figure
guys,
of the Warrior press slam, Ultimate Warrior press slamming Hogan a la WrestleMania 6 right there. Now, I got to take issue with something. What is with that brown belt?
I don't know what the brown belt is, actually. I'm not too sure.
I don't recall ever seeing Hogan wear a brown belt like that.
No, yeah, that's a good call out, actually.
I'm not trying to be Dean Freeman here.
No. You're right. I actually didn't notice the brown belt because of his hog tan skin.
That is a belt, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, not? It is a belt. It is for sure. Yeah.
Hogan, the face looks good.
The face looks great. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Warrior, he looks, the bald head, you capture all that. The Warrior looks great.
Yeah, and then he put the tassels on the side, like he went above and beyond for sure, and he did a really, really good job,
What'd you pay for that thing, Seany?
$150.
Holy shit. And what'd you do? You asked for that?
So I'm not even a big Warrior fan. So what happened was...
No, you just hate Hogan.
I just hate Hogan. So I literally got this because he was pressing Hogan. That's why I got this figure, because I saw somebody else had it made for them. And I was like, okay. I'm going to be so petty right now. And I'm going to spend $150 so that I can look at Hogan getting pressed every day.
Yeah, I hate that. I see that and I see defeat. That was the first time my heart was broken. Hogan
man, I know. What was really Hogan, the first time he lost was to Warrior, right? Like big time?
Well, yes, because I'm trying to think. After that, he beat Slaughter and then I think lost to The Undertaker. So I'm trying to think of the well, he had the belt stolen from him on that famous Saturday Night Main Event thing with Andre. But yeah, I think that was the first time that he cleanly like actually got beat, especially in WrestleMania.
Yeah. So also one more thing, Sal, because so I got one of the Impeccable boxes. Remember what we talked about?
Oh yeah, I saw you open it up. Yeah.
So for Christmas, we'll talk about getting one, but these were my cards that I got. So this is Katana Chance this was 23 out of 99.
What are the big ones? Give us the big, what's the biggest hit that you had there?
So this is a silver bar, Sami Zayn.
Oh, God. Sami Zayn.
25 out of 35. And it's literally 0.995 silver troy ounce of silver.
Sami Zayn sucks. You like it or no?
I don't know much about him. Like I don't know him that well, but I got the other two. There's only 9 cards in the pack, so.
And what does it go for? $200?
No, this was like $520.
$520?
Yeah. Because it comes with 5 autos.
Did you get Becky Lynch? I saw that one. That's a great pull.
So this is 2 out of 10. So this card alone is $400.
The Becky Lynch?
The Becky Lynch alone is $400.
All right, so you did well then. And what about the others? You think you would add up to what?
I got this Ultimate Warrior one.
Oh, I like that.
That's out of 99. No, that's not numbered. I'm sorry. It's just it's a base. Yeah, so that's it. I got a couple of like I got this guy, like Eric. Like, who the hell is Eric?
No idea.
2 out of 10. Look at that signature. It's disgusting. Look at that. It looks like a table. Weird. It's a table.
That's a good point. Yeah, right. He's starting to draw a house.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So now, how do you know the Becky Lynch is worth $400? And what are you going to do? Are you going to sell them?
Yeah, I'm going to sell them. I know it's $400 because there's this guy in the Card Foundation. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Papa Bear runs it. There's a guy in there called Gelman, and he loves Becky Lynch.
Oh, so he said $400?
So I hit him up and was like, "Hey, I have this. Do you need it?" He said, "Sean, I just bought it last week for $350, but you have a better patch." He's like, "I would have paid more for yours."
Wow. Okay.
So he's like, it's a good 400. And then I got this JBL card, Hall of Fame JBL.
That's pretty cool.
Which I never liked him, but apparently this is a big hit.
Like how much?
It's 10 out of 20. So there's only 20 of these. So this is probably
what are we talking?
This is probably $150.
Okay. All right.
So just between the Becky and that card, I should make my money back.
Okay. That's cool. Plus it's fun opening up. I saw you do the what do you call it? The unboxing or whatever.
And then they have like these new type of cards. It's steel cards. This guy's from the UK, so you won't know him, but it's like a steel card, like a printing plate.
No,
like,
I saw you opening them, and I was like, "Who the fuck are these people?" Oh, Becky Lynch. Okay, I know who she is. Everybody else, I was like, "Yeah, I have no idea who that is."
Yep. But that's it. That's it for me this week. But
so two things I want to get into for collecting. Number one, I'm not sure you're familiar with it. I don't have it on me because I'm at work right now.
Yeah.
But the McFarlane. Are you familiar with McFarlane Batman? Retro 66 series. It's an old Batman show.
I love bro, Batman 66 is one of my favorite shows and movies ever.
Right. So I grew up on it, so I love it. Now, are you familiar with the figures? Do you collect those?
Yeah. With the lighter blue blue. Like it's the lighter blue with the gray.
Well, it's from the TV series. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But so McFarlane's been releasing. They released the Batcave, the Batmobile. It's sick. It's beyond sick. If you like that show, they're so good. They have a couple of versions of the Joker and Batman with and without the mask.
They have the fish trunks. They have the swimming trunks.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They
released. I just got one that I ordered a while ago from Target. They released Alfred in a Batman suit.
Yes, I saw that.
Right. So my question is, and I bought it, but why? Like, why not Alfred as Alfred? I don't want Alfred in a Batman suit. You can see his mustache, which is cool, but like, I want Alfred.
I don't remember. I watched that whole series. I don't remember Alfred ever being Batman. Do you remember?
Me neither. Now maybe it did happen once and I'm forgetting it. But my point is, I need, like, they have the Riddler. Wait, they did have the Riddler. They did have the Riddler.
Yep.
Batman, Robin. So I want more characters, and Alfred alone would be sick.
Yeah.
Plus the Batcave, like you could have Alfred set up in the Batcave, which it's big. I didn't have a chance to display it, but
yeah.
So that was one thing that and look, you could get them at Target relatively cheap to get, but I just want more characters. That was number one. Number two, off of the Hogan stuff, where everybody went down to Orlando, and I'm very jealous of that because I do want to meet Hogan and take a picture. I don't necessarily care for the autos, but that's kind of the point. Everybody, and I think what Brian is doing is different. What the Hasbro is trying to collect every Hasbro auto. I think that's sick. It's a project. It's special. It means something to him. But I almost feel like wrestling autos in particular are so, like, there are so many of them. Even Hogan. Like, I don't know, like, especially on old figs, I don't want Hogan's signature. Maybe an 8x10 I think would be cool, or like personalized to Sal, whatever, best wishes, Hogan Slam and Andre would be cool. But I don't know. I'm just not into the autos. Are you into autos of either current guys or, guys from the 80s, whatever it may be?
Are you saying that autos are overrated, Sal?
I am. I'm saying that not only are they overrated, I think that it's like watered down. Like at some point, like Ted DiBiase, for example, who is in my wheelhouse, right? I love the $1 Million Man. Grew up watching him, remember everything about him, all that stuff. Like, he signs 1 billion fucking things a week.
Yep.
So it's A, it's not rare. B, I don't know. Now some of it looks cool. Like I said, the Hasbros look really cool. I mean, I'm sure an LJN will be cool, Simon. But for me, I'd rather have the figure the way that I bought it in the store as a kid without some scribble on it.
Yep. No, I get it for sure. And like I told you, Sal, I think when you buy a figure that's already signed, to me that's useless. Like I don't want, like, unless it's like unless it's somebody that I know I could never meet, right? Like if it's somebody that like Bushwhacker Luke who stays in New Zealand, or somebody like that. But even then, I don't think I would pay. Like that's what I did when I first got into the game. I was buying autographs because I thought that was something you did as a collector.
Right.
And I'm like, why the hell am I buying autographs? And then I have all these crazy autographs, like a really young Rock autograph, like Stone Cold autographs, and like just to try to sell them for the price that they're worth, people don't want to pay it. So it's like,
because I think now, even with just life in general, where athletes used to get requested, ask for autographs all the time, and now it's about selfies, right? Like everybody wants pictures. So
that's true,
I don't
Sal.
know.
That's true.
And also, I think the point is now, like, you want to. It's supposed to be something that reminds you of the meeting or the moment, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, does a signature do that, especially one that you didn't get yourself? Like, to your point, do I just go?
That's what I mean. Yeah, I have to get it in order for, like, every live show that I go to, right, for the boys. Like, I make sure to get my stuff signed because that's how I remember that live show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could remember when I look at that item, I can remember what I was talking about with Brian and Matt, right? Like, so like that part I like. But I agree with you. I think that autos are overrated and they're very expensive, man. Like they were talking on the pod about it. Brian got 2 combos, 2 pictures and 2 autos signed, and it was $1,000, I think.
Yeah, it's insane. But now for Hogan, like for you, I'm sure, and I know it's a little different because he's passed on, but if Macho Man were here, is there a price that, like, you'd be like, oh yeah, let me go get that autograph?
Oh, I would absolutely pay that. Right. Oh my God. If I could go back and know that, like, that he wasn't.
Well, whatever. And I know, like I said, it's weird because he's not here, so it's a little different, but eventually Hogan's not going to be here. And
that's what I mean. Look, I don't blame everybody wanting to meet Hogan. I get that. Like, if he was your childhood hero, of course, what I mean?
I want to, as much as I'm saying autos are overrated in my mind as far as collecting goes.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, I wish I could have flown down there and met Hogan. I would pay easily $300 or $500 or whatever it is.
Yep.
And maybe get one thing signed special. But just to give you an example, and then we could wrap it up and move on. But the one dream figure that I had was the LJN Mock Haku. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Black card. It's like a $2,000 figure minimum.
Got it.
And that was one of my dream figures. And they're hard to find. And I would come across them on eBay. This is going back a couple of years ago. And they were signed. And like people are probably upcharging because it's signed. And I'm thinking, I don't fucking want his worthless autograph on this beautiful special figure. To me, it, aside from it being something you want to collect and complete certain things, like a one signature on that figure does not make it worth more in my mind. It actually decreases the value.
See, that's interesting because that I had that debate with people when I brought my one strap Andre I told you about that I have. It's like one of like 10 in the world or something. I had Jake Roberts sign it, but the thing is, where he signed it, it's a big plastic front. So if I want to remove it, I can, right? If I realize people don't want to like buy it with the
well, if you had Jake the Snake, right? Exactly. If you had Jake the Snake draw on that thing, to me, it decreases the value of it.
But I actually thought the opposite. I thought if Jake dies and I have his signature, then I feel like the value goes up. No, like what did you?
Yeah, maybe, but how many people do you think have signed Jake the Snake stuff?
So you're right. So many people, but how many have that actually signed?
Well, no, you're right. But you're also now talking about, I don't even know what, I don't remember you. I mean, I remember you saying it. What is it exactly?
It's a 3-pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's Jake, Andre, yeah.
And I think Bobby Heenan, right?
Was it Big John Studd in that one?
Oh, Big John Studd. Thank you. Yes, yeah, Big John Studd. Right. Yes. But yeah,
all right, that's a little different. Jake's a part of it. I was wondering what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But like I said though, on your point, to be fair, I got it knowing that I could just wipe it off if I need to, right? You know, so it's not a risk for me because I know it's going to come right off if I wipe it off, right? So
yeah, I don't know. Some people may prefer, some people may think it's cool. I'm not like, I do think some of it's cool, but Brutus Beefcake, like, how how many signings does this guy do?
I can't even imagine.
So I don't know. Do I want him to sign anything? And then, or even like the LJM posters that used to come with the figures, like, okay, so that's signed by him. Maybe that would be a cool thing to get a collection and something to chase, right? Oh, go meet this guy, meet that guy, and get it signed.
Yeah.
From that aspect, yes. But I guess my point is, if you prefer it, then great. If you're doing it because you think the value is going to be better, that I would maybe disagree with.
I agree, Sal. All right, let's get on to these. Ask us anything, guys. So we put out a post and you guys ask us everything from the Patreon group. First question. Do you think the Astros will ever live down their cheating scandal?
No, I don't. I mean, I think they can win a World Series and looked at as far as being clean, but this group of Astros will always be remembered as cheaters. Even now, people are talking about, they got to let it go. It's been, 5 years, whatever it's been, since 2017?
Yeah.
This group of Astros will always be known as cheaters, win or lose.
The first thing I saw last night, Sal, was somebody talking about the catcher giving signals. Every single game they win, you're going to hear something like that. Right. Oh, are they giving signals? That was from Victor Levia. I'm sorry, that question. Great question, Vic. Number 2, how many games does this series go? And is there any better sports town than mine? Philadelphia. Justin Walsh, the major mark.
Fuck Philly.
Fuck Philly. Fuck Philly, Justin. Fuck Philly, Justin.
With a PH. No, I'm just kidding. I have nothing but respect. Now, they're nut jobs, but that atmosphere is second to none.
They're crazy. They're crazy. Yeah.
And we're taping this prior to Game 4. After watching Game 3, I do not think the series goes back to Houston. I think Philadelphia is going to win it in 5 because that crowd is unbelievable, and the Phillies are feeding off of it. And even if they get down in a game, they're coming back with that offense. So right now, Philly is on fire with the Eagles, with the Phillies, of course, except the Flyers, who lost to the Rangers 1-0 last night.
If the Phillies win this year and the Braves won last year, imagine if the Mets win next year. It's going to be like the NL East trifecta, We could only hope.
I hope. The Nationals in 2019, the Braves last year, the Phillies now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazon just announced that LeBron is going to do one of their alternate NFL game broadcasts for a Thursday night game later this year. If Seany and Sal were going to be the host of an alternate broadcast, call it the Seany and Sal cast, which sport would you want to do? What ideas would you have to make your show better than LeBron or the Manning brothers? Joey Hudson. Thanks for the question,
Seany,
Jay Hud.
It's actually a great idea. Can we do this with like an old wrestling thing, or even a current wrestling thing? I guess just do like a live Zoom and do it for fun.
Let's do it. I would love to do it. Yeah,
I think that's what I would want to do, because the sports stuff, to me, I mean, I do it so often.
Yeah,
not that exact.
No, I would love to do that, Sal. That is like genius. Imagine me and you broadcasting over like a WWF broadcast.
Yeah, right.
Bro, we have to make this happen.
Unfiltered. Now, I prefer the old stuff. Maybe we could do a Hogan Macho or Hogan Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. That's a great idea, Joey. Right. We're going to be on that.
Even the current stuff, even though I don't know anything about the current stuff, I'd get into that too if you want it.
Yeah, well, whatever is easier for both of us, And then the last question, the Major Fest idea has been talked about a lot. I could see it happening in 2023. So what event, attraction, signing, guest, etc. would you like to see at a Major Fest? Thank you, Chris Giovanni, for the question. So
no, you take this one.
Okay, so the Major Fest is basically going to be the Major Figure Wrestling podcast, right? Where we met Sal. All the group basically comes together for a live show every so often. But what they want to do is like the Disneyland of the live shows, basically. So they want to have like a whole weekend and have a major fest where there's different events and like kind of like a Toy Hio or something like that, where there's like vendors and everybody's around.
So let's say like they do a live show one night.
Yes.
They do a wrestling show.
It's a whole weekend. It's going to be a whole weekend, like a Saturday and a Sunday or Friday and Saturday. And I would love, they could do anything and I don't care. It would be fun because as long as the family's around us and we're all there, it's so much fun. I've never not
had
so
they basically do it, just not back to back to back.
Yes,
because
exactly.
They have the FWF, the wrestling show.
Yep.
They have the live shows. I mean, the thing that I would like to see is a flea market type deal to where like major marks can bring their shit. And that's what I would want to do. Bring my stuff to sell potentially at this vendor table or whatever to other major marks and not have to worry about fees or shipping and all that stuff.
Yep. That would be really cool, Sal. That would be a really cool enhancement on that for sure. But yeah.
And do you know, again, did they give dates yet? Because I'm thinking about it, Shawnee. I have never been to a live show. I was very jealous of the Orlando Hogan thing. I'm going to strongly consider, now I say this in my own mind, I got to actually ask my wife and get approval, but potentially going to Orlando for the next live show and doing Disney as well.
Oh, yeah, bro. Absolutely.
When is it? When is it? Do you know?
It's January. Hold on, let me get it for you. I think it's like January. I don't want to give you the wrong date.
Listen to a pod and watch us just both look at our phones.
I can't find it. Well,
it's either the 28th or the 21st, right? It's a Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's it is. It's the 21st, I believe, Sal. I'm gonna find that out and get you a confirmation on that.
Well, whatever. Either way, I'd be open. I'd potentially be open to that because I do want to make it happen. I think it'd be cool.
I want to show you one more thing before we log off. So
yeah,
I got this as well in the mail, right? And I'm like, well, I didn't know. I don't remember ordering this, but I did order it, and it came like a VHS, just like the other one, right? And it's 4 Ninja Turtles. Cool. How cool is that? You even see them as
it looked right. I thought. Sorry, Shawnee. It looked like a VHS. You're right, like the no holds barred packaging, and this is just what are they? That Lego? What?
It says "Be kind, rewind." You see?
Yeah, it has the videos. Now, what is that? Who makes that?
So this is Nickelodeon Mini Mates.
Okay. Ninja Turtles Mini Mates.
Yeah. So, but it even comes as them as little babies. You see this?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I just thought it was like I was like I got to show Sal because you got such a kick out of the other one.
I like that package. That is cool. Packaging sometimes makes the figure. I think in that case it does.
Doesn't this look like me? Come on, Sal.
You have to just paint the beard.
Yes. If I could
put a hat and headphones and paint the beard, and then that's the Shawnee Bendy.
That's it. It's a Shawney Bendy. But all right,
Conrad Thompson Bendy.
We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Sal has to go watch some sports and commentate on it. We love you guys. We're out of here.